Okay, good afternoon, children. I hope you guys are well and good and enjoying your holidays. So, today I'm going to start very new topic. It is basically for grade 9, okay, which is called rational and irrational numbers, okay. But before we start rational and irrational numbers, I just want to introduce the number system because all these numbers are coming under number system. Okay, so first number is natural numbers. So natural numbers, you are learning from grade 1 onwards. All the numbers starts from 1, 2, 3, 4, all the numbers. Okay, excluding 0. All the positive numbers starting from 1 to 1 and so on, all are called natural numbers. Okay, and it denotes with letter N, capital letter N. The natural numbers denotes with capital letter N. Okay, now we are coming to whole numbers. What is the difference between natural numbers and whole numbers? That whole number starts with 0. Okay, natural number starts with 1. So all the numbers that starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on are called whole numbers. Okay, so just you remember the difference between natural numbers and whole numbers, that natural numbers starts with from 1 and whole numbers we are adding 0 inside in the natural numbers. Okay, now third one is integers. Now you know integers all at positive and negative numbers. Okay, so positive numbers are natural and whole numbers. Now when we add negative numbers inside it, it is called integers. Okay, so the symbol for integer is Z. The whole number denotes with W and natural numbers denotes with N. Okay, now next is rational numbers. Okay, then another category is rational numbers. So now we are done with only 1, 2, 3, 4, then whole numbers including 0, then we finish with negative numbers. There are some more numbers that called fractions. Okay, the fraction numbers, that numbers are called rational numbers. Okay, and it denotes with Q. So numbers that can be written as a fraction of two integers. Now integers, children, it may be negative, it may be positive. It's not compulsory that only positive fractions or only negative fractions, both can come inside the rational numbers. Okay, and we are writing in the form of P over Q. P over Q, we are just denoting the fractions. P is the numerator, Q is the denominator. But one more important thing, that Q should not be 0. It should not be equal to 0. Okay, because if the Q or denominator is 0, your full answer will be 0. Okay, so rational numbers are those numbers that can be written in the form of fraction. Okay, now listen, one more important thing. It includes terminating and repeating decimal also. Terminating means if you will do 1 by 2 in decimal form, it will be 0.5. Or if you will do 1 by 3, it will be 0.333 and so on. So that also include in rational numbers. So rational numbers are fractions plus repeating and terminating decimals. Okay, on the other hand, irrational numbers are those numbers that we cannot write in the form of fraction form. Okay, so like we can say pi, and we can say square root of 2. Okay, why? Because pi, yes, pi is written in 22 by 7 in the fraction form, but it is not coming in rational form because that 22 over 7 is just approximate figure for pi. It's not the certain figure for pi. Okay, it's just approximate we are writing. That's why we are writing pi as a irrational number. So all the non-terminating, non-repeating decimal numbers like pi or under square root of 2, square root of 3, 5, 10, all the numbers which are non-perfect square. Okay, non-perfect square numbers are coming under irrational numbers. We will do it more with some more examples. Okay, we will understand more with some more examples. So now we are coming on rational numbers first of all. So look here at the examples of rational numbers like 3 over 4, negative 7 over 8. Even the mixed fractions are also coming, children, in rational numbers like 1 whole 2 over 5 or negative 2 whole 3 over 8, like that, all coming under rational numbers because we can write those numbers in fraction form. Okay, second category is integers. Okay, now look, if your whole number 5 is also coming under the rational number. Why? because we can write 5 whole number as 5 over 1. So it can be write in fraction form. Or if I say -2, we can write -2 over 1. That's why they are coming under the category of rational numbers. So first category is fraction, second category is integers. Okay, third category is terminating decimals like 0.25 or 0.5, because 0.25 if you will write in fraction form, it will be 1 by 4, and 0.5 will be 1 by 2. Fourth is recurring decimal. Recurring decimal, the numbers which continuously find, okay, same number. So 0.333 and so on, 0.16666 and so on. Okay, so their fraction form is 1 over 3 and 1 over 6. So that's why they are coming under the category of rational numbers. Lastly, we have perfect square. Perfect square are those square that whose square root is the whole number, like 16, 9, we can say 4, we can say 36, we can say 64. So any square number who has this perfect square numbers are coming under the rational numbers. So we have 5 types of categories under rational numbers. You just remember with their names: fractions, integers, terminating decimal, recurring decimals, and perfect square numbers. Okay, and now we are coming on irrational numbers. So irrational numbers, the example are very clear, that first is pi, as I told you in previously. Okay, pi value is 3.1459 and it is going continuously. So 22 by 7, because their value is approximate, that's why it is coming in irrational number. Second category is non-perfect square, like 2, square root, square number 2, square number 3, square number 5, whatever. Okay, they all are non-perfect square roots, so their roots are non-perfect, that's why it is coming under irrational numbers. And lastly, non-repeating patterns. Okay, non-repeating patterns, you can see 0.12, 112, 1112 and so on. It's not same, the patterns are not same, so that's why it is coming under irrational numbers. Okay, now let me do just 2 examples. Okay, before we do these 2 examples, I just want to give you the important tip on rational and irrational numbers. First thing, the sum of 2 rational numbers. Sum of 2 rational means when you add 2 rational numbers, their answer will always be rational. In the same way, when you multiply, the product of 2 rational number is also rational. Okay, so when you add 2 rational numbers, their answer will also be rational. In the same way, when you multiply 2 rational numbers, their answer will also be rational. Okay, if you are adding 2 irrational numbers, their sum will also be irrational. On the other hand, if you multiply 2 irrational numbers, their answer will also sometimes be irrational. Sometimes, okay. Last is the sum of a rational and irrational. So if you are taking one rational number and if you are taking another irrational number and you are adding them, remember their answer will always be irrational. Same for the multiplication. The product also for rational and irrational number is always be irrational. Okay, so now let me do only 2 questions here. So find the rational number. So I have given you here some numbers here. Okay, so you tell me which is rational and which is irrational. Now look here, the first one is square number 1. Okay, now if you will find the square root of this 1, it will be 1 times 1, that is 1. And 1 is a simple whole number, you can write as a fraction form. So you can say that this is a rational number. Okay, now 7 whole 5 over 12. Okay, now as I told you, whether it is a mixed number or improper number, or if it is a proper fraction, mixed fraction, proper fraction or improper fraction, all are coming under rational numbers. You can solve it. If you will convert into improper fraction, it will be 89 over 12. And you know that all type of fractions are coming under rational category. So this is also a rational number. Negative 38 whole number. So I told you, whenever any number is there, you can write over 1. Okay, so it is also a fraction form, so that is why this number is also a rational number. Another is square root of 160. So now this is a non-perfect number or perfect number. We have to find whether it is a perfect square number or non-perfect square number. Okay, so you know that 12 times 12 is 144, and 13 square number is 169. 160 is coming between them and it is not a perfect square number, so we will say that this is a irrational number, because only the perfect square numbers are coming in the rational category. Non-perfect square numbers are not coming under the rational category, so this one is irrational number. Okay, negative 2.25, same way we will find it. First you find its root. Okay, negative 2.25, so 1.5 times 1.5 will gives you 2.25. okay, 1.5 1.5 will give you this negative 2.25. okay, in the other way you will say 2.25 is equals to 1.5, that is 3/2. You can write as a fraction form, so that's why it is coming in rational category. Okay, so from out of all this, only one is the irrational number, that is 160, where remaining are all rational numbers. Okay, now in the same way we will find all the irrational numbers below numbers. Okay, so first is find the irrational number 0.333. so as I told you, all the terminating or repeating decimals are coming under rational category. Because it is a repeating decimal number, so it will come under rational category. Okay, negative 16 you can write as negative 16/1. So again it is right in the form of fraction, so it is coming under rational category. Number 3 is 200 square number. So we have to find the closest integer. What is 14 square, which is 196, and 15 square, which is 225. 200 is not a perfect square number, because 14 square is 196 and 15 square is 225. So 200 doesn't appear between them. So we will say that this 200 square number is irrational number, because it is a non-perfect square number. Okay, negative 1.21. First you will find its root. So 1.21 is 1.1 times 1.1, that is 1.21. so it is a perfect square number, so it is a rational number. You can change. What is the rule? 11/10, because it's a decimal, you can convert into fraction form, that is 11/10. so it is a rational number. Lastly, 23/8, you can know that 23/8 is a fraction which is coming under rational form. So only one number is a non-perfect square number, and that number is irrational number. So children, I hope you understand the rational and irrational introduction. Okay, in the next video, be connected with me. I will do some little more questions on practice questions on the same topic, so that your doubts will all should be clear. It's a very simple and easy topic. Yes, one more thing children, I forget to tell you that all the numbers which are natural numbers, whole number, integers, rational and irrational numbers, they are all together called real numbers. Okay, they all together is real number. So what are real numbers? We will say real numbers are natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational and irrational numbers. So I hope you enjoy my video children. Please be connected, so that next topic you should not miss out. Next topic is the same topic for rational and irrational number, but we will do some more questions and practice questions for them. Thank you and have a nice day.